think I'm streaming. Yep, I'm up. I'm up and ready. Alright guys. It's the man, Sweaty Strapes here on this next match against Heartattack against Dreadzz. And I'm here with my good friend, my boy, my son, Hitman, XR.
What's going on, guys? We are back here. Another match. Very, very important matchup. Probably one of the most important in the entire tournament. The winner of this game goes straight to the grand finals. So, Junior, why don't you give them a breakdown of both challengers, what they can expect?
You can expect a Lancer Nasher heavy fight. Yeah, most definitely, and both of them definitely trying to fight for that weapon. So let's see.
I think so, Junior. This is our first time getting the slab in rotation. What should the viewers expect as as the dominant strat for this map? How do you think this map is going to play out? This is the first time the slab is in the rotation.
Well, you see where these are too familiar where both of them are right now. That area is where I think all the fights are going to be. Because that's just the area where the power weapon is, so they're constantly there, fighting for the weapon and shit like that. So I honestly believe that the fight is gonna be taken care of in this general area. Ooh, and what a good insight!
And excellent off the wall toss, man. Jesus Christ. Oh yeah, going into this 3-game series, I think I give Heartattack5 the edge. I think like we stated before, this guy is the favorite going into pretty much every game.
Yeah.
You got to do something pretty significant to take him out of his element. He got all the skills, basic and advanced skills. He got, old school, new school game. He's combined. He's just a really tough matchup for anybody to deal with. And if you're coming with a basic game, you're not going to beat him, man. You got to have multiple levels of attack to have a chance against this guy, or you're just going to get crushed. So both guys are pretty much going for that boom shot right now. That's definitely a very important weapon.
There you go. Nice. Ooh. Forced him out of position, forced him to make a move, and he just couldn't finish it. And cleaned up nice.
Yeah, that's a great play by Heartattack5, using the smoke grenade to force his opponent towards him. It's a great move.
It was either force him out of cover or get forced. Or stun him with the smoke, go for the weapon pickup,
and get the weapon pickup. Yes.
So that was a good play, win-win situation there. Okay.
So what are some of the advantages that you think the challenges Dreadzz? What challenges do you think he's gonna give Heartattack if this match goes into the second and third map? Is there anything that he can do to win, or do you think this game is just gonna be a lock for Heartattack5?
To be honest, I really think Heartattack will have this, it shouldn't be close games, in my personal opinion. But I would not count.
Really?
I would not count Dreadzz out though. He might have a couple tricks up his sleeves. He's not too bad. I mean, he's made it this far, So, I mean, to be honest,
I do think you have a point, because every time in this tournament that someone has given Heartattack5 space, they've been crushed and the games haven't been close. The only person to give him even an ounce of trouble was the last challenger, Kenobi, and that's because he had a pretty aggressive shotgun playstyle, and he was able to force Heartattack into shotgun fights that he didn't really want to take. I think seeing as Dreadzz has more of a really, really passive style, it's just giving Heartattack5 way too much space to work. And like we talked about last game, you give this guy any bit of space and he's gonna make you pay for it. So I just think stylistically, I think it's a bad matchup, because you got a guy in Dreadzz who's a counter puncher who kind of sits back and lancers, plays a very safe game. But like we talked about in the live stream, you give Heartattack5 any bit of space, you give him time to set up a play, and he's gonna crush you, and it's not gonna be close. It's gonna be in devastating fashion. Right now the score's 3-0. I think Dreadzz got to do something pretty drastic to come back in this game. He has to win 5 rounds against Heartattack, and I just really see that as being unlikely, unless he's able to make a really significant change. And it's moves like that, gets the weapon and punishes that, man. It's little stuff like that, the intelligence, knowing when to get a weapon, and just having all the tools in his pocket, man. This guy is just such a well-rounded player. He's such a hard matchup for anybody to deal with, man. Such a tough matchup. So right now, looking like a potential 5-0. What do you do if you're in Dreadz's corner, man? You're playing against a better man. You gotta do something crazy. What do you do if you're Dreadzz? If you're losing the power weapon, you don't know what to do.
I need to force shotgun fights I need to give him as little time as possible to think and to create a plan. I need to be quick, unpredictable, and just not make any mistakes at this point. Down 4-0. If I give him time, I know he's gonna he's gonna come up with something to easily, you know, defeat me. So I need to play quick. You know, think fast, quick. Don't make any mistakes.
And that's a good round. And then that's good. And now at least he's on the board. Excellent work by Dreadzz. I think he read the roadie from Heartattack. Heartattack might have misjudged that. A little tiny mistake on Heartattack's part. Nothing too crazy. He's still heavily in control. All he has to do is play this round safe and smart. And I think Heartattack takes this game. I just think it's too much of an uphill battle. Too many rounds to win in a row against a guy who's proven time and time again to be a vicious finisher and a vicious closer. You know, Heartattack5 is not the kind of guy that lets you off the hook. If he has you down a couple rounds, he's not the kind of guy that lets you hang around.
That's a good
He's gonna make you pay.
That's a good smoke.
That's an excellent smoke. That's a good length play.
In my opinion,
excellent work by Dreadzz.
Good. That was a good kill by Dreadzz. And in my opinion, once I saw that Dreadzz was stunned, I would have instantly picked up the boom. Because even if Dreadzz would have tried to walk up to me to kill me, I could have easily shot the floor.
You could have shot the ground and then taken exactly and run around. Yeah. So you think he made a mistake keeping the length round?
I think Heartattack knows what he did, and he's looking back right now and it's just like, damn, I can't believe I let this happen.
So, like I said, I still think, you know, it's still winnable for Dreadzz. It's gonna be tough. 100% gonna be an uphill battle the whole way, but it's doable. It is doable. You know, I've seen crazier things before. As much as, you know, if Dreadzz can continue to slowly chip away at this lead, get one round at a time, you know, that's our motto when we're down heavy rounds. You know, you can't think about how many rounds you're down by. You just literally have to keep your head down and just focus on winning every round. And if you focus on one round at a time, you can definitely come back from a 4-0 deficit. So we'll see if you can get it done. Seems like right now both guys are being pretty patient. But Heartattack is gonna go after it. As the closer he is.
Wow! Taking no damage. Taking no damage from that shot.
That's game. That's game. I called that. Like I said, it's still wrapped up. This guy is just an assassin. He's a closer, man. He's extremely dangerous in close quarters. So, like I was saying this in the last stream, if your best chance of beating Heartattack5 is beating him with the shotgun, you know what I mean? Like, you got another thing coming, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, man. If I'm being honest, I'm trying to put together the perfect player to beat him. It's going to take somebody like him, somebody that is well-rounded, somebody that can do it all. You can't come to this guy with just one skill set and expect to win. Kenobi came with a great shotgun, and he got outclassed everywhere else. You know, and Dreadzz came with a good Lancer and a good patient play, decent shotgun, and it's just not enough to beat this guy. Heartattack, you got to be great everywhere, not just good in one area. You have to be great in certain areas to take this guy out. It's going to take a player like him to beat him, and I don't know if there's anybody left in the tournament that can do that. You know, we might have a few guys, you know, similar to his play style, his younger brother Sweaty Strapes, you know, similar to him, but you just got to be really, really complete to take this guy out, man. And now we're going into the map Raven Down. No power weapons, all strats, an extremely tough map for Dreadzz to win. If Dreadzz had any chance of winning this 1v1, if I'm being honest, he had to win the first map.
I'll give Dreadzz the benefit of doubt on this map. Definitely, since I feel like there isn't really a main power weapon. You know, since it's only frags on the map. You know, Dreadzz might get a couple more rounds just for when the shotgun fights and stuff. I'll call this game. I'll call this game a 5-3. A 5-3
in favor of Heartattack5.
Yeah, in favor of Heartattack. And I do believe that Dreadzz will get a couple rounds in this shotgun fights. Yeah, I think he could beat him in the head-to-head shotgun fight. I think he will give him a run for his money. But Heartattack's not just gonna play the shotgun game. No, sir. And if you think that, you got another thing coming. This guy plays. He could play any game. Any game, the shotgun game, Lancer game, you know, power, you know, weapon like power weapon game, and you know everything. He could do everything, and he's more than decent at everything in this game. You know, he could strafe, he can bounce. You know, he has a good shotgun, good Lancer, IQ is really good, and it's just a really tough player to go against, man.
It's just a tough, it's just a tough matchup, man. Like I said, that's what I mean by like you can't come at this guy with just one skill set because he's great in a lot of areas. If you're a great shotgun player, he's gonna realize that and he's gonna exploit that. And if he realizes that you're a great shotty player and you don't do so well in other places, he's gonna take those fights to the other places and beat you where you're not strong and embarrass you where you're not strong. You know, because he's great in so many other areas, and his shotgun is good enough to hang with anybody. So it's just if your best chance of beating him is coming with a shotty, like I said, think again. If you think you can sit back and and play a patient game with this guy, think again because he's a tactician. He puts things together so well. He knows when to switch weapons. Just a tough matchup. That might be a costly mistake in the backfire, and I don't think Dreadzz was in position to punish. He just didn't see it. That's a bad name, but at least it backs Heartattack into a corner. Can he put some kind of pressure on him? Let's see what happens. Both guys have the shotty out there. So I think, like you said, I think you were right. We're gonna see a decent amount of shotty fights on this map, and I think if that's the case, Dreadzz might be able to take a few rounds if they continue having these shotty fights. That was an excellent shot by Jared, man. Good damage on that pull-off. Incredible. He's pressuring.
Both players are playing very patient.
Both guys, man.
Trying to
very
patient.
Bullets. Good circling. Good. Ooh, and then we're going back to the Lancer and pistol fight. A little bit more patience from both guys.
So Heartattack's about to make a move. Tries to get an
So what do you think the best point of attack is on this map? What do you think is the best point of attack on a map like this? Not really main power weapon to focus on. I don't really think there's an ideal place to fight. What are you looking for if you're playing this map? So for the people that don't really understand how River Down works.
To be honest with you, on this map, on a map like this, you just gonna have to try to get right advantage. Because honestly, fights could break down anywhere on this map, and
anywhere on this map.
Anywhere on this map.
Like I said, I don't really think there's a place on the map that's more dominant than any other. Ooh, and we have an upset in the first fight. Honestly, I thought Heartattack was winning the first fight, the majority of that shotgun fight. I think he landed 3 good shots on Dreadzz. He was on his way to finishing it off, but Dreadzz did the smart thing, which is when you're that hurt, rather than looking to run away, you could catch your opponent off guard and just and go straight at him. Put your head down and go straight at him. If you know you're about to get down, you don't really have much to lose. You might get downed if you try to run away. You might as well try to get the one shot and catch him off guard. If you can get close enough and maybe force him to miss one crucial shot, you can get the punish. That's exactly what Dreadzz did. So Heartattack5 wins both days early.
Wow, what a beautiful slap shot.
Punish. Woo.
What a beautiful slap shot.
Oh my goodness. I don't even think Dreadzz was in position for that. I really don't even think he knew.
That slap shot was so fast, so strong. It just, Dreadzz is definitely not ready for that shot, man.
And I think that every now and then Heartattack5 busts out moves like that just frees his opponent. I remember a few games ago, like you think that you guys are playing the same game. He'll kind of play around with this ring around the rosy type game, and then out of nowhere he'll bust out this laser fast move on you, a reaction shot, a pull off, just something that just comes out of nowhere and just catches you by surprise. He's really explosive in caddy fights, and you have to always be really careful when you find a player like him. Jared is dangerous as well, and that could be a punish in Jared's favor. If Jared can go forward, ooh.
That was good. That was good.
That was a good round.
That was a good round. Honestly.
So what it's looking like? So what I've noticed, I think I've noticed a pattern in Heartattack. He's using the grenades to force Jared into the kind of engagement that he wants. He's not giving Dreadzz, who's a more patient player, the time to set up and sit back. He's using the nades to force him into a corner, and he's pushing with the shotgun and trying to catch him making a mistake, which is a very excellent move by Heartattack. Right off the bat, using the grenades to steer Dreadzz in the direction that he wants. And you're gonna notice Heartattack5 switch back to the frag right now. He still has one more frag. Bad grenade by Dreadzz as well, yes. You're gonna notice Heartattack5 switch back to his grenade very soon, and he's gonna use that grenade to force, there it is, and he's gonna use that grenade to force Jared into the angle that he wants. But I think he messed up on the play that he was trying to set up. So neither man has grenade. I think Jared has one nade left, but neither man has grenades left. We'll see what happens. I think right now Heartattack5 has the advantage. He's backed Dreadzz into one side of the map, one corner. See if he lets him out of there.
Looks like
flip
looks
side.
like they just flip sides. Oh, truck, bad positioning. Oh, he gets out of it just before Dreadzz can
Good
land that shot.
recovery by Heartattack.
I think if Dreadzz would have landed that shot in the truck, it would have definitely been, you know,
good awareness by Heartattack5 to find a random smoke lane on the ground. Excellent work. Good awareness. But if you notice the small things like that, it's little stuff like that that makes him special. You know, I think Jared had, or Dreadzz had no idea that there was a random smoke lane in the truck. Heartattack5 notices that, takes that quick second to grab that smoke grenade, creates a little bit of a distraction, and it's all he needs to win the round. So we're up 3-1. It's not looking good for Dreadzz. Like, he's gonna have to do something really, really drastic to get back into this game. He's gonna have to win 4 more rounds, take 4 rounds from a player like Heartattack. That is not an easy thing to do. But you know, Jared is game just like anybody else. We'll see if the aggressive approach is the way to take.
Yes, I do believe the aggressive approach is to take. You see that your passive play style is not working, you have to change it up. You gotta get a little bit more aggressive.
Good pressure by Heartattack, man.
But the thing is, when you play aggressive, you have to play smart aggressiveness. You can't just try to go in there and do all this craziness and then try to kill somebody. No,
and that's gonna be a punish for Heartattack. Oh, another roll.
I keep the pressure on him. Oh, he lets Dreadzz heals up.
He lets him off the hook. Very, very rarely will you see Heartattack let somebody off the hook like that, man.
Oh, that was a cool shot by Dreadzz.
Good shot, but he misses the follow-up.
Oh,
crucial follow-up. And he's hurt.
Can
and watch the assassin that Heartattack5 is. Can he keep the pressure on?
He's still hurt.
He lands a few more shots. He's still hurt. He's not letting him off the hook. Look at the pressure by Heartattack, man.
There it goes, and what a drive
even when the guy tries to get away.
Wow.
Good, excellent pressure, man. Excellent pressure. That was so tough because Jared did the right thing. Dreadzz circled both covers effectively. He tried his best to get away, but when you get a guy that's that quick, that can punish any little mistake, oh man, it's not looking good. And I think Jared realized it. I think he even types out GG, and he admits defeat before the game was over. He just knows the kind of guy that he's dealing with, man. I feel for him. Man. He knew that was a crucial round. He knew he had to win that. And the Heartattack gets the flag tag,
and that's a game.
Excellent work.
Wow, way to end the game.
Heartattack5 advances to the grand finals, man. Like I said, I knew it was going to be a really, really tough map for with a playstyle like Dreadzz. I said his best chance at winning this 1v1 was taking that first map on the slab. I knew for a fact there was no way he was going to take Heartattack5 out on this map. It was just going to be an uphill battle the entire way. Either way, guys, it was a great game. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm going to pass it out to my boy Sweaty Shapes and he'll close it out for us, man. Thanks for watching, guys.
All right, man. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll be posting up later on. I was supposed to have a match today, but unfortunately, the person I was playing forfeited. They didn't want to play. Forfeit out the tournament. I will advance and